Yo, friends. Like how I match my glasses up with my shirts. I don't do that on purpose. Um, I've got various readers floating about the house, and so I just pick up what's there. Maybe I should do that. I think my 12-year-old daughter would approve. She picks the glasses out mostly. Um, Boy, Matt, that was so clear, so clarifying, so helpful. It didn't sound like a tangle to me. It was just what it's just one of those things that we need, and I'm thankful for your um, again offering of this group, but your expertise in um, contributing and ballasting and clarifying, and it's clear that you're a professional at what you do. I'm a hack. I'm a chef and a business owner, um, and I'm just um, I do this work because I see it as necessary, and um, it's a delight and honor to work with you on this, and all of you, of course. And I'm going to use Matt's um, couple of volleys as the focus because I think he does a really good job of incorporating um, um, the offerings here. And very helpful to take Jonathan's um, arithmetic approach to then evolution. That's a super clear picture, and you went about it in a clear way. There's so much there, and there's so much there. I took a few notes, so I'm going to just refer to those here and there. Um, I agree with you about Darwin, and that Darwin was not a reductionist in this sense, although paradigmatically, I think he was under the influence of a kind of inevitable reductionism. Um, um, and it's great to know that he was talking in origination of species as speciation. That's helpful. However, also when we talk about origin, we're talking about origins, and so it's um, it's something sorely lacking in a predictability and probability model that um, modern science has taken on as the only way to fully examine reality or to determine whether that inquiry is correct. Um, and that's going to be a question at the end of this, I think, that has to do with paradigm shifts and consciousness shifts in their relationship, if there is one, or what in what order they need to occur if there is a relationship. I have a question, and that is, it's clear that even in the enlightened pictures of standard evolution, that there's a reason for there's a reason or there's a um, axiomatic starting point for for the idea that we evolved out of primates. Now, I have no objection to this. It's not like I wasn't, my people weren't apes or anything like that. It is that I don't think it's accurate, and I don't think it fits the model that you set forward with in Jonathan with the apple and the division as a holistic um, picture. And so I have the question, which is, and Steiner never really asserted this anywhere as far as I know, but I do think it is um, um, one couldn't one could explicate it from Steiner's work pretty. I think we would agree that what Steiner's evolutionary model was, um, which is in concert with Darwin, as we find out in chapter 12 of Philosophy of Freedom coming up, uh, is basically that This is very basic, and again, low resolution, but I think accurate for the purpose here. Not accurate enough for a better definition of it, but for the question, it'll do to differentiate between the Darwinian notion of evolution, including Darwin's, and the Steinerian notion as relates to perhaps speciation, but so I guess it does fall under speciation, which is that that rather than we developed out of lower primates, say, so-called lower, they developed out of us, which is different than the encasement theory, which we'll have a lively discussion about, I'm sure, on Thursday. But is more like that which became more and more distilled as human in an evolutionary process, shedded species from it as that which were one-sided in specialization, right? And so one wonders what the etymological relationship between specialized and species is. If I were operating extemporaneously, I would have come with an etymological description, and we'll go scurrying to my etymology dictionary right afterwards. So that's a question. Those are two different pictures, and they have two extraordinarily different. Man, I use that word a lot. Extraordinary. They have two potent, potential results. Potent potential. And I would suggest in the Darwinian model, including what Darwin meant, it was not that it's been somewhat deleterious, though I would say within the evolution of consciousness, somewhat necessary. This evolution of consciousness and necessity as relates to the way things are evolving is a part of the question that I've posed and am grappling with, and have asserted things on one side of that equation, but I'm again wide open to more nuanced perspective. Okay, I'm going to stop this in order to break it so I can re-examine my notes, because then there's a second part to this. But yeah, stand by.